So Toronto will get the first possession. Thompson outside. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Porzingis. Three-pointer, no good. And Porzingis, known to everyone as the unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
BA, I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another. Well, I love the response by Porzingis. Terrific work coming back with his own triple.
Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And the dunk by Lillard.
How do you like that? No finesse there from Lillard.
Pass to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Ball with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Bridges outside. Now here's Jokic. And they double up Jokic. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Thompson outside. Here's Porzingis. No dice from the high post.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Murray's active hands starting it off. This is a guy who's led the league in steals.
Pass to Graham. Second chance effort. On the wing, Grant. Ball outside. Portland, no good that time either.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Well, Murray won't let a shot pass him by, so he just goes after the corner three.
Here's Ball. And there's the drive. Misses the baby hook. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
They need this. Jones with the block. Bridges misses.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's...
Oh, from the rafters!
That is incredible.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
4 on the clock. Lillard with the ball. And Wells picks him up defensively. Blazers trail by 7. It's Bridges on the wing. Grant outside. The 3 is up. Rebound Toronto. And here's Thompson for 3. Thompson with a screen. Pass to Murray. 4-3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Bridges. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back over to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Well, so quick on the attack. Once Lillard sees a lane open up, He just rips through it.
Out to Bridges. Right wing. Portland moving it around. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Grant's shot is off. Toronto leading by 6. Here's Jones. Pass to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
If the opportunity presents itself, Murray will explode to the rim.
And here's Jokic. Outside for Grant. He got it up. And so it's Toronto, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've had incredible success. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Westbrook outside. Rebound Toronto. And Russell Westbrook, he's adapted to becoming a spark plug off the bench stand.
Well, he's been in this league a long time, B.A., and he's willing to take on whatever role is necessary to produce W's. That's what a professional does.
Pass to Diabate. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And the dunk by Jones.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Westbrook. Pass to Diabate. Let's go with a 3. Toronto leading by 12. Here's Jones. The 3 ball. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Jones has got 7 points here in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Bridges outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Pass to Jones. Driving inside. And the dunk by Jones.
And you know Lillard loves setting up his guys. He's got a great eye for where to move the ball.
Westbrook left side. Here's Diabate, defended by Murray. Back to Westbrook to stop the drought. Portland, no good that time either.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
For 3, here's Lillard. And the Raptors, another 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Well, in addition to scoring, Lillard is a gifted facilitator. He'll detect those big weaknesses in the defense.
Here's
Oh my God!
I can't believe he just did that!
Wow!
was like he was soaring. Is there such a thing as too much air?
And this dude knows how to fly, Grant. What a performance.
Man, I wish I could do that just one time.
.125 left to play in the first half of basketball. Thompson outside. Here's Porzingis. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Bridges outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Grant. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Portland making a switch here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, known as a defensive specialist coming into the league, now Grant is seen as an all-around scoring threat, too.
The shot's good. Jones has got 19 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Back to Porter. There's a screen by Bassie. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Toronto out in front, just dominating this one. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Jokic. Pass to Clowney. George outside. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. And they double up Jokic. The three. With 1 on the clock. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you, Brian.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. The three from Craig. Jokic grabs the board. Coach, Nikola Jokic, a guy who thrives playing through contact.
Well, B.A., you know what? Sometimes, yes, maybe more than any other player, when Jokic is forced backwards, he tends to get more creative. It's confounding what this guy can do at his size. Never ceases to amaze. Well, this is what they pay Kennard to do. He's led the league in three-point percentage multiple times.
The kick out to Ball. Into the lane. Back to Jokic. Craig with a steal. Porter looks it over. Pass to Craig. Kennard for 3. Smith. Boy, hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, this is what this team wants from Smith on offense. Using his height to rescue the miss and finish strong.
Here's Jokic. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
The drive by Porter. Back to Craig. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
The three from Ball. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Ball's gotten himself on the board with a three there. Pass to Smith. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jokic. Ball with it. And Kennard picks him up defensively. And Smith over to help. Kicks it to George. Fires the three. And again, it's Portland with a three.
In full-on catch-up mode, they're raining threes right now.
Well, with his mobility and size, Smith gets up there with ease.
Ball surveys the floor. And they double up Ball. The three, George gets the three ball to go. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Oh, George with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And it's Jokic missing.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Didn't know he had that in him. Jalen Smith showing out. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Over to the wing. Here's Porter. And he makes it.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And here's Ball. Jokic in the post. Pass to Walter. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Here's Jokic. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Here's Porter. Portland with a rebound. Following this game, they hit the road and challenged the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. Back to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Pass to George. Three-pointer. And it's Ball with the three. Ball's got 6.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Pass to Clowney. Back to Ball. Oh, deflected. Now Porter. Kennard has the open look. And so it's Toronto in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. They're
the Trailblazers, 34.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Down low. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Now the Blazers on the move. Oh my! Wow. Throw it down.
That is ridiculous.
And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
Thompson gets a good look. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Bridges outside. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. Bridges outside. And the three off target. And it's Murray with the ball for Toronto. There's the drive. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, keeping control of the ball must have been an emphasis for them. Very clean game so far.
Stolen by Thompson. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Lillard with the ball. Picked up by Grant. And Lillard gets it to go. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, all you can ask for is you guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Well, yeah, you got to keep pace with Murray on the break, or this is exactly what will happen.
The three from Ball. Porzingis grabs the board.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Jones. Back to Lillard. There's the three. Cranes the triple.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And here's Jokic. And they double up Jokic. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Back to Lillard. Grant with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Three-pointer, Bridges. Porzingis grabs the board.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Thompson. 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. From the stripe. Portland with a rebound. To stop the run. And Bridges lays it in.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Toronto passing it around. The three from Thompson. And again, Toronto no good. From deep, Jones with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. For three, Bridges hits a three-pointer. Bridges has got 7 now in this quarter. Outside Porzingis. Out to Lillard. On the wing, Thompson. There's the triple. Buries it from 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Thompson with a steal. Lillard with the ball. And Jokic picks him up defensively. Double team on Lillard. Back to Thompson. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 19. And he gets the bucket.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Raptors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
Fades and shoots. Thompson pulls it in. And so Lillard will bring it up for Toronto. There's 37 seconds left in the final quarter. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Trailblazers ball.
Now here's Jokic. Over Porzingis. Portland, no good that time either.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
3 seconds.
And there's a defensive 3-second call.
Raptors ball.
And the technical free throw is good.